A very warm word of welcome to one and all on behalf of our Computer Science Department of St. Ignatius College of Education, Palanca. So, now we are in an emerging trend of individualized learning. Individualized learning is more flexible and it has a hot name called e-content learning. So, e-content learning it is in a visual design of learning. Less is more. So we give less content and more explanation. E-content is generally designed to guide students through information or help them to perform specific tasks. Using e-content, the time and finance involved in teaching process can be minimized. So, the important process of communication nowadays, webcasting and its delivery through internet. So everybody wants to learn everything and they want to be exposed to every content. So which is also called the knowledge explosion. So we are now in such kind of era. So that pushed us to know about the impact of e-learning among the students or the learners, not only students. So, the survey taken with the students shows that the suitable form of presenting an e-content or how they prefer an e-content is very interesting. See, 60% of the students say that PP headwords and explanation of content. That is, they need only headwords but they need some of the explanation. So they need not more of content given in a slide which is boring, but they need some explanation. What we have to note here is this e-content learning is never a replacement for traditional learning. It is only a smarter and smarter supplement for traditional learning. So 60% of the students they need headwords and 40% of the students say we are okay with the PPT presentation. Yes, we only need the slides to learn. So there is 40%. And another survey taken for how they are interested in this e-learning. So this is also very promising. See, out of 100, the percentage, see, 70% have said that we are interested in e-learning. That is a very, very good thing because everything we can learn in home and there are a wide range of materials available, and only 30% has said that we are not interested, maybe due to network issues or personal issues. Yes, there are cons in everything, such as there is also in this e-content learning. So, but the 70% give us the importance. So we can know that there is a very need of importance of e-content. So, this e-content has become a very, very hot topic now. So, the importance or why we need this e-content. Students have given their ideas why they need. 75% has said that learning from home. See, learning from home, this is very interesting because starting from online shopping, now we need everything in our doorstep. So yes, why not learning from home possible? So learning from home is a very, very greater advantage. And 62% has said easy access to information. Easy access to information in the sense, before we were depending on the library books and we can't afford books which are very costly. So, but now see, information is very, very affordable. We can get any number of information online. So very easy access to information. And then 40% of the students have said freedom in choosing materials. Yes, because we can for a single topic we can view a very large range of other points from different authors. We need not stop at only one author as we do before. Now we will get to know how everybody thinks and how wide range of materials available. We can choose anything we can choose. So next, 31% has said repetition and feedback is possible. See, feedback is a very powerful tool in learning because that makes us learn very good and keeps on pushing towards our goal. And repetition, see, when the lecture is over, we can't recollect anything after 2 days. But if you have a video of any content, then you can play it at any time at your own pace. So these are all the advantages of e-content, which have given a greater idea that how we have to take education to the next level. So consider everything in this mind. We, the Department of Computer Science of St. Ignatius College of Education, have designed an e-content about virtual reality, which is also a very interesting topic. So we did this e-content with the help of 5 softwares which are very easily available online. So first is, as you all know, PowerPoint. We use this for creating attractive creative slides and animations. So this is MS PowerPoint. The next one is 4K video downloader. So with this, if you want to play any video in your background, then you can download it from the internet, and you can save it as an MP4 file and you can play it along your narration. This is a very interesting app. So this is 4K video downloader. The next one is Move AVI Editor. So suppose after downloading the video, you do not need the audio of that video, only you need the video to be played. Then you can use this application and you can remove the audio. The next is Screen Recorder. Absolutely, this is a very useful application because you can record your narration along your PPT, which makes your e-content a whole package. So this is Screen Recorder. And the final one is Video Cutter. So this one allows you to merge different videos. So if you're in a group, then one people doing one video and another one is doing another video, you can merge them together. You can provide a very powerful e-content. So we use these softwares and made a very interesting virtual reality content. So I hope that will be very interesting, and thank you one and all for watching.
Welcome you all. Today we see about virtual reality. Virtual reality, it has three-dimensional illusion. It is a set of images and sounds produced by a computer that seem to represent a real place or situation. Virtual reality feeling the imaginary virtual image rather than the real one. The definition of virtual is near, and reality is what is experienced as human. Generate realistic images, sounds, and other sensations that simulate a user's physical presence in a virtual environment.
Components of virtual reality. The components of virtual reality, it must be in two types. First one is hardware component and second one is software components. First we see the hardware components. It gives the sense of immersion and determines the way a user communicates with the computer. It helps user to navigate and interact with the virtual reality environment to make it intuitive and natural as possible. It must be on 4 types. First one is computer workstation, and second one process acceleration cards, and third one is sensory displays, and fourth one input devices. First, computer workstation. It must be mainframe or personal computer, and the second one process acceleration cards, for example 3D graphics or sound cards, and the third one sensory display, the head mounted displays, boom, video, etc. And the final last one is input devices, for example joystick, instrumental globe, keyboard, etc. These are the hardware components. And the next second one is software components. The software required to design and test the virtual reality working environment. It classified into 4 types. First one is 3D modeling software, and second one is digital sound editing software, and third one is 2D graphics software, and finally fourth one is virtual reality simulation software. These are the software components. Thank you.
Here I have listed some of the virtual reality applications. There are 8 applications we will be discussing. We are in arts, we are in business, we are in games, we are in entertainment, and we are in medical, we are in education, we are in sports, last but not the least, we are in automobile. So, to get started, let's look at the first and foremost application that we are in medical. When people think about virtual reality, one of the first things that they often imagine is the massive potential for new technology that it holds in the medical field. In particular, virtual reality seems to have a positive effects on patients' lives. Healthcare professionals work to help them diagnose a variety of health problems in patients. Is an advanced topic, so let us see with the help of an video.
Entering inside the human body without an incision or a scope. Turning the heart without touching it. Using a headset, controllers, and innovative technology, it's possible to navigate human anatomy through virtual and mixed reality. These realities can provide medical training in procedures, techniques, and equipment use, as well as simulate patient interactions in a more immersive and realistic way.
Then coming to the next point, VR in arts. VR is fueling a new era in the art scene. It is inclusive, accessible, and unrestricted by time and space. It has taken to new heights and will continue to do so in the years to come. Then coming to the next point, that is an important point, we are in education. Virtual reality can be used to enhance student learning and engagement. It allows students to interact with it and allows students to fully understand it. Let us see with the help of a video.
It is India's second lunar exploration mission. The mission is planned to use GSLV Mk3 to launch an orbiter, lander, and a rover to the orbit and the southern pole of the moon respectively, taking a fuel-efficient path utilizing the moon's gravitational pull. So let us explore more about the journey and the objectives of Chandrayaan-2.
So now let's see VR in games. VR gaming is a term used to describe a new generation of computer games with virtual reality technology that gives players a truly immersive game section. Let us see with the help of a sample video.
Every victory, every escape, every mistake I grow. I improve.
Then the entertainment industry is the most enthusiastic advocate of virtual reality. Innovation in VR entertainment can change behavior and preferences of consumers in short time. Enjoy watching the video. Next, virtual reality is used as a training aid, that is VR in sports, such as golf, athletics, skiing, cycling, etc. It is used as an aid in measuring athletic performance as well as analyzing technique, and is designed to help with the both of these clothing and design, and as a part to drive improve audience experience in sports. It's time to see the video.
Perfect pass. Great catch. That's a first down. Perfect pass.
Other uses for VR, that is VR in business. It is used for staff training for professionals who work in industries like healthcare, real estate, or construction. They could be placed in real-world scenarios through VR. Next is the virtual reality in automobile. Virtual reality has been boosting the automobile industries for a few years now, already used by big firms like Seat, Volkswagen, Ford, or Renault. VR allows companies to reduce the global cost and time of production. VR offers many use cases and advantages to the automobile industry. That's all. We are seeing about virtual reality applications in detail. These are all the virtual reality applications. When you think of VR, you probably think of games, but VR is going to change the world.
Without risk, there is no reward. In every generation, there is a technology defines them. Although virtual reality devices have improved over the years, it still has a long way to go before it stops being science fiction and becomes embedded in society. Through virtual reality has a great potential and bright future. It's still uncertain whether virtual reality technology could be popular in our life. This content we all know about hardware, software, and tools and applications. I hope you have enjoyed this e content about virtual reality. Thank you all.